Hi guys, in our last video we looked at lists and how to make use of lists in our Python application. We also looked at functions or methods we can actually call to access indexes in our list. Alright, so today we're going to look at sets. Let me create a file on sets. .py. Alright, so sets allow us to store multiple items in a single variable, but sets are unordered and they are unchangeable. They are also unindexed. That means you cannot say, as we did in list, that the first item in a list is 0. On sets, they are unindexed. Alright, so what are we going to do? How do we write or declare set? We use curly braces. So I'm going to write a as my variable, and I want to have a list of fruits. Let me just say list of fruits. And to declare or have a set, we use a curly braces. So I'm going to say pineapple, and say oranges. And say oranges. I'm going to say watermelon. Alright, so we cannot say that this is index 0, this is index 1. No, they are unindexed. Now we are going to print list of fruits. I'm going to save that. Alright, I'm going to save that. I'm going to come here and type Python set.py, and this is what we get when we output a set. So you see there's a difference between the set and the list. The list, they make use of the square bracket, and the set, they make use of the curly braces. A few things you should know about sets. For example, sets are unordered, they are unchangeable, and you cannot have duplicate items in a set. So what do I mean? If I decide to add apple, save this, and I run this, works, and I come back here to add another apple, save this, run. Sets don't receive duplicates, and that is why the output ignored the second apple we added in the list of sets. Sorry, I'm not using the word list this time, in the sets we created. Alright, so the next question is, how do we add to a set? I would just write list of fruits dot add, and I want to add what fruit do we add? Mango. I'm going to come here to print our list of fruits. Saving that, clear. So we're going to have two outputs. First one is list of fruits, and the second one will be a list of fruits that has a mango in it. Python set.py. So as you can see, we have a pineapple, watermelon, apple, and the difference between this and this is the fact that we added a mango to it. So how do we know that mango is in a set. How do we know if mango is in this set? So how we're going to do that, I'm going to separate these two codes. I'm going to say print mango in list of fruits. So what this is going to do is it's going to check to see if mango is in this list of fruits, and if mango is in this list of fruits, it's supposed to output a true as a boolean. If it's not, output a false. All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. Print, just copy this code, Command C, come here, Command V. So when we run our Python set.py, we're going to have a false for this particular first set of code because we don't have mango as part of the set values. Also, we are having a true here because mango was added to the list, and when we checked after we outputted the list, it says mango. Okay, I've got that. And in this section of this code, mango was added to the list. And so it's very important to know that there are a lot of functions that are associated with using sets. Another thing that can be done is making use of the remove method, so that we can be able to remove items from a set. So I'm going to go remove, let's remove oranges. So I'm going to type list fruits dot remove, then we're going to have oranges. When I print my code, save this. So now, as you can see in the third print, so because we have like how many prints here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one outputs our list, the second one outputs the fact that mango is not part of the list, the second one outputs the list, the set that has the mango value in it and shows that it's true. And then the last one, we've removed oranges from the list. So we're going to go into loops in upcoming videos. Thank you.